Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I'll be your baby. Well, I guess they kicked us off of TikTok, didn't they? Can you believe that? Can you believe they kicked us off of TikTok? You dummies. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's official. TikTok has managed to go dark because our government is a joke. Our government is really sadly pathetic. Yeah, they think they're going to stop us from communicating. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Of course, I wanted to come on here and say, hey, don't worry. We always have YouTube. Lemonade for a while. Yeah, 170 million Americans. 170 million I thought aren't we supposed to have a government by the people, for the people? Isn't that what you were taught? Yeah, freedom of speech and government by the people, for the people. Can you see now that's complete bullshit? That's complete. Everything that I was taught as a boomer in school, bullshit. Bullshit. It is not true at all. Yeah, where is our freedom of speech? They don't want us to have freedom of speech. They don't want us to know what's going on in the rest of the world is what they don't want. They don't want us knowing that in Panama, for example, you can buy all of the medicines that we buy for like 80% off. Yeah. They don't want us to know stuff like that. They don't want us to know that in China, they have buildings and roadways and rail cars that go 150 miles an hour. And we're still riding trains that go 55. We're still riding trains that are 60 years old. Yeah, how about that? What's next? What's next is that there's going to be on Monday, he's going to sign an executive order pausing the law, and it'll put TikTok back on for 3 months or so, and we'll go from there. So, yeah, did you see the rooms in China? Yeah, did you see the cities and the bright lights and how the buildings light up and how clean everything is? Yeah, it's just, yeah, we have definitely lost our way. But now you know why they talk shit about China all the time. And when you start talking to Chinese people, they have absolutely no interest in taking over something else. They're just trying to make what they have better. So if you want to sell to me that we're in danger from China, go sell it somewhere else. I'm not buying that at all. You know, am I fearful of Iran and some of the places in the Middle East? Yes. I'm a lot more fearful of Saudi Arabia than I am of China. I don't lose a moment's sleep about China. You know what I see about the Chinese? I see a lot of well-groomed, intelligent, articulate people. And educated people don't go to war. That's not what they do. You know who goes to war? Dumb people. Yeah, dumb people go to war. Smart people don't go to war. It's just laughable. You know, when you see what other people pay for things, you start to realize America is in large part just this one big, here, Mom, where's the document at? Let me show you guys something here. My health insurance. This is what came today. This is my health insurance. And it's about 1.5 inches thick. And in here it tells you all the things they don't pay for. It's 1.5 inches thick, and it's all the stuff they don't pay for. They only pay for a little bit of it. You have to have this much copay and this much for this and this much for that. This is what we go through as Americans. By the way, in no other place on the planet do they do this. Yeah, it's only in America that we do this stupid stuff. So yeah, you have to sit there and read through 400 pages to figure out what your coverage is. Yeah, and then you know what they do in most countries? They just go get the service that they need. You know, I'll never forget when I got stitches in Mexico. I saw the doctor. I got stitches. He gave me pain medicine. It was $28. $28. That's what I paid. And the pharmacy was right next to the doctor's office, right next door. So it was all done in about 10 minutes. I walked in, I showed them my cut, and they said, yeah, you know, have a seat. We'll get right with you. Within 5 minutes, I was in the doctor's office getting stitches. $28. Can you imagine if I tried to do that here? How much it would cost? Mel, what's up? Use AI for what, Mel? What are you talking about? Use AI for what? I am starting to use AI, by the way. The real story is, how'd I hurt myself? Yeah, you're right. That is the story. Yeah, I won't be talking about that here, Mel. I had a neurotransmitter battery replacement for $73,000, Mom.
What?
No date tonight, Dre? No, date night was yesterday. Date night was last night. My date tonight is my mother. We're going to watch a movie together, but we were sitting there getting ready to watch the movie, and TikTok went out on both of us. And I'm like, did TikTok go out on you? And she's, yeah, did it go out on you? I'm like, yeah, I can't see anything anymore. Put health insurance documents in the AINS. Oh, that's a good idea, Mel. That's a very good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, because it's literally almost 200 pages. My health insurance is 200 pages. Insane. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? For the next couple of days, there are going to be some hot Americans. You took away their TikTok? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, it's going to get yeah, what a mess. What a mess. Well, stop and think about how many people are losing money. I mean, people do business on TikTok. So now there's literally people losing millions of dollars. And it's all because of our government. Plain and simple. You know, this whole thing, national security, bullshit. Bullshit. China has no desire to have anything to do with the United States. We're their biggest customer. Let me ask you a question. Are you in business? What would you plan on hurting your best customer? Who does that make sense to? Why do they keep making China be some boogeyman? When now we can go on an app and we can see how they live in China, and we sit there and we're like, because China makes America look embarrassing. It's embarrassing, you know. Have you seen the cities? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yeah, Russia used to be the boogeyman, and Russia still is the boogeyman, but not anymore. Not since Donald Trump started started laundering money for Russia. Now we're Russia's friends. Ronald Reagan wouldn't believe it. Ronald Reagan would be like, Russia is what? Russia's the enemy, not China. Russia. You don't see China attacking anybody. And in fact, if you know your history, it's China that gets attacked. China's the one that's always getting attacked. China doesn't attack anybody. Yeah, like I said, yeah, Facebook sells our data. Facebook sells our data to anyone, including China. So who are we joking? You know? No, I just this whole thing it just reeks. The whole thing is just terrible. The Supreme Court didn't protect the people. All I've heard my whole life is this is a government by the people for the people. Bullshit. This is a government for the rich people, and the rich people decide. And we have no choice. Like I said, you think this is about red and blue anymore? Yeah, that's so 90s. That's so 90s. When I see people talking red and blue, I roll my eyes because I'm like, it ain't about red and blue. It's about rich and poor. And if you're not a billionaire, you ain't rich. And you're not the one pulling the strings. The billionaires are pulling the strings and doing whatever they want because they can. And all of our so-called why we vote in 90% of the people we vote in. First of all, if you're voting for somebody 70 years or older in Washington, we get what we deserve. We should not vote for a single person. If you're 70 years old, go sit down. Go sit down. You don't get to make decisions that are going to affect the country 20, 30, 40 years, and you're not even going to be here. So you go sit down. We need to start electing people that are young and know what's going on. Did you hear those Supreme Court justices talking about TikTok? They had no concept about what it was. None. Normally you're impressed with the intelligence of the Supreme Court. Not when it comes to social media. They are as dumb as a 3-year-old. And I mean dumb. I mean, some of the brightest so-called people, listening to them talk about TikTok, I was like, wow, are they dumb about social media? Dumb, 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 dumb. Wow. And those old people decided for us what 170 million Americans want. They decided for us. Drake, what's up, baby? Thanks, Drake. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I don't want 70 and 80-year-olds running anything anymore. If you're 70 years old, go sit down, go hold a class. Start a TikTok or something and tell us about all your wise ways. That's what I did. I was about to turn 60 and I wanted to have an audience, and I started talking about what I know. That's all. But I didn't run for office. I don't want to set policy for the next 40 years. 40 years from now, I won't be here. 30 years from now, I probably won't be here. Yeah, and no, you can listen to what I'm not setting policy. I'm saying, you don't need to be setting policy when you're 70, 80 years old. Write your memoirs. Let people buy your book and tell people how smart you are in your 70s and 80s. That's fine. But don't be voting on policy that's going to affect people for the next 30, 40 years. Go sit down. Go sit down and write your memoirs. I don't want 80-year-olds in the White House. I don't want 80-year-olds in the Senate. I don't want 80-year-olds in the House. I don't want it. So once you turn 70, go sit down. Go sit down. Go enjoy something else. Yeah, your body is supposed to work until you're 75. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, when I'm 70 years old, you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be on TikTok or on YouTube or whatever, talking to you guys from some tropical island when I'm 70 years old. It's probably going to be the British Virgin Islands, to be honest with you. That's what I'll be. I'm telling you right now where I'm going to be in 9 years because I know where I'm going to be. I know. I'm going to be probably in the British Virgin Islands bartending 3 nights a week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Dressed in white linen pants and a oversized pink shirt. Yep. With flip-flops on. That will be me. I'm going to be that guy. That's right, Kathy. You can join me anytime. No, because I'm going to be in the Virgin Islands. Leave me the F alone. You guys can go argue about blue and red and blue and red. At some point, you guys got to get the clue that, the whole system is rigged against you. The whole system is blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. What has that got you? I've seen the same BS blue, red bullshit since the 70s. And guess what? It's more rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Well, I'm getting older now. I'm checking out. As soon as my parents leave this earth, I'm going where the beaches are soft and the internet is good. That's it. Those are my requirements. Soft sandy beach and good internet. That's now you know what my requirements are. My neighbor's flying a black flag. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't blame him. Because this is not the country I was taught about. I can tell you right now, I may sound old, but I don't care. This is not the country that I was raised with, I was taught about. Justice is blind. Everybody gets the same justice under the blah, 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 bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. No, you don't. If you have money, it's different. Everything's different with money. So this whole thing that we're all equal and justice is blind and blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it. No, if you're a Republican, if you're a Trumpster, let me clue you in on something. I don't care. The redness of your state or the blueness of your state doesn't change our situation. Our situation is because of total greed. We pay more for rent than almost any country in the world. We pay more for food than almost any country in the world, certainly than any country that grows most of it like we do. Some people say, well, Canada's got expensive food too. Canada's a frozen zone 9 months out of the year. So yeah, we're not. We produce more food than any other country. So yeah, you would think the country that produces the most food would have the cheapest prices. But no, we're near the top. So like in pills, we buy more pills than the next 3 countries combined, and we pay higher prices than anybody in the world. Why is that? Our health insurance around the world, people don't pay for health insurance, but you know who does? Yeah, we do. Why? And how about all the insurances we have to buy now? You have to have fire insurance and wind insurance and home insurance and health insurance and car insurance. And it just goes on and on and on and on. Have you ever stopped to think about how much money you just spend for insurance? And then when you have a claim, you can't get it. When you have a claim, they're like, "Oh yeah, we can't. We can't. Yeah, we can't." Yeah, I was just saying. My dad had to go to the hospital last year. The ambulance bill was $3,500. And the ambulance ride was 3.5 miles. So figure that out. It's about $1,000 a mile.
I need to charge real quick.
Yeah, Trump's got 4 years. Trump probably has 2 years because after 2 years, I would imagine the House is going to go blue. I would imagine the House is going to go blue. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, owning a home nowadays is a sham. It's a complete sham. You know, it is so expensive to own a house now. Why would you do that to yourself? I have no interest in doing that. Buying a house and taking care of it? No, thank you. No, thank you. I have no interest in doing that whatsoever. Angel Eyes, what's up? Yeah, my medical insurance for me and my son is $750 a month. And I haven't been to the doctors in, I can't tell you how long. My house is paid. No, it's not. No, it's not. I love when people go, my house is paid. No, it's not. You just have a different landlord. That's all. Your landlord is now the government. So good luck with that. If you think you own your house, don't pay your taxes for a while and let me know how much that. Let me know if that house is still yours after a couple of years. You don't own shit. You just have a different landlord. I love it when people go, my house is paid off. No, it's not. No, it isn't. You will keep making payments or you will lose that house. And you will keep repairing that house too. So yeah, you don't own anything. Still have property taxes and insurance and HOA. So it's like my buddy has his house paid off. He told me the other day, he goes, Drayton, my house is paid off. I said, really? I said, how much are your taxes? He goes, $770 a month. I go, what about your HOA? Oh, it's only $330. I said, okay, $770 plus $330, that's $1,100. I said, how much is your insurance? He goes, another $6,000. I go, dude, what are you talking about? You're still paying $1,600. And how much did the roof cost you a few months ago? He's like, oh, that was 18 grand. I go, oh, okay. So what are you talking about? Your house is paid off. What are you talking about? I don't want to hear that your house is paid off. You're paying a small fortune anyway. Yeah, ouch is right. Yeah. Yeah, your tax is 8 grand a year. Yeah, I mean, you know. We love Trump. Good. Guess what? On Monday, you get full dose of Trump. In 2 weeks, come back and tell us what it did for you. Yeah, let us know what it did for you. Let us know. Then you need a new AC, and then you need to repair the foundation, or you need to paint the place, or you need new windows. My other friend just got new windows. Do you know how much new windows cost in his house? Do you guys have any idea what new windows cost? He just paid $26,000 for new windows. $26,000. $26,000. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that whatsoever. Susan won't be with us for a while. Susan has taken a 24-hour vacation. Poor Susan. Yeah, I put Susan on vacation for 24 hours. My house is 75 years old. Can you say money pit? Yeah, that's a money pit. Yeah. Yeah. No, I just want everybody to come back. I mean, when I said Biden was going to beat Trump in the election, I told everybody Biden's going to beat him. It's not going to be close. When the election was over, nobody came back and said, "Hey, Drayton, nice call. You were exactly right. Biden won. You called it." Nobody. But when I felt that the tide was changing, the country was changing, and that Kamala Harris was going to win based on the numbers that we were getting, and now we know why we were getting the numbers, because women weren't telling the truth on who they were voting for. But on the data, it looked like, hey, we have a shift here. We're going to have our first woman president. Now that I was wrong this time, everybody in the Pope came back to tell me how wrong I was. Everybody comes back to tell you. But when you're right, nobody says a word. But when you're wrong on something, oh my gosh, they come out of the woodwork. They absolutely come out of the woodwork. Yeah, your home is paid for. Yep, you got taxes, you got insurance, and yeah, you got repairs. And even if you make the repairs yourself, I love how people go, well, we do the repairs ourselves. Okay, so your time still has value. The most precious thing you have is time. So if you're taking time out to fix your house, need I say more? Because I spend zero time repairing anything in here. My house, my mom will tell you, we had a refrigerator go out. Within an hour, I had a new one. We had the washing machine go out. Within an hour, I had a new one. We had the garbage disposal go out. Within an hour, I had a new one. And you know what it cost me? Nothing. Zip. Zero. So I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And that's the way I want the rest of my life to be. I don't want to worry about anything. I certainly don't want to worry about repairs to my house, especially when I'm getting older. You think at 70 years old, I want to worry about repairing my house? No. No. Don't want to do that. Yes, TikTok is gone, but we have other avenues. You guys are here talking with me right now. So when they figure out TikTok will be back. But there's a lot of angry people right now. And they need to be angry at our government because our government sucks. Plain and simple. We have to start calling it for what it is. It's not being anti-American. It's being, hey, our country needs to do better because we haven't done better for a very long time. A very long time. And there's other countries that are doing well and know what they're doing, and they're taking care of their people, and we don't take care of our people. In other countries, they take care of their people. We have homeless all over the place, and a lot of them are military, and it's ridiculous. We're supposed to be the richest country in the world. We can't take care of our military that are homeless? Really? We have billionaires all over the place. I don't see them doing anything. I mean, we got people worth hundreds of billions of dollars, and they're not lifting a finger to help people. I don't understand that. If I had $100 billion, what am I going to do with everything over 90 billion, over 10 billion? What am I going to do with the other $90 billion? I can't spend the 10 that I got. But yeah, I mean, and that's why I say, we just we're going to put billionaires in the White House. They don't give a shit about us, or they would have given out some of their money, but they don't give out their money, do they? No, they keep hoarding it. It's mine. It's mine. It's all mine. It's all mine. I mean, it would be like, we're on an island and we have apples, and some of you are hungry. You would like to have an apple. And I have 10 billion apples behind me. I have a mountain of apples, a massive mountain. And you're hungry and you say, hey, can I have some of your apples? And you're like, well, they're my apples. Why do I want to give my apples to you? Here I've got a mountain, 20 stories high of apples, people that are hungry, and I'm not giving them any of my apples. Now, how big of a douche are you? And that's how I feel about all these billionaires. You're just a big douche, Is Clapper gone too? Did someone just say Clapper's gone? Is that true? Hey, what's up, Catherine? Well, now you know exactly why I'm on YouTube all the time. We need to throw apples at Trump. All platforms that are affiliated are gone. Clapper's gone too. Who owns Clapper? Why would Clapper be gone? That's weird. Instagram is skyrocketing. You couldn't pay me to go on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, but I don't do anything on it. I don't care. I was live streaming when it went dark. Oh my gosh. Do you know how many angry people there are going to be tomorrow? Oh my God. Oh. Here, millions of people do TikTok every single night. And now it goes dark. And that's what our government did to us. And that's what the government doesn't understand. We're all going to think of this as what they did to us. And they did it to us for no reason. This whole security thing is complete nonsense. They have no evidence of that whatsoever. If they did, they would have mentioned it. They got nothing.
It doesn't matter what we think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Here, we're supposed to be a government by the people, for the people. And here, the overwhelming majority of Americans are using and enjoying TikTok. We don't care. Okay, you don't care? I will have bamboo shoved up my fingernails before I vote for a single person that voted. I will not, anybody that voted to ban TikTok, I won't vote for you for if I was offered $1 million, I'd be like, no, I am not voting for you. You should never hold office again. I will not vote for anyone that did that. No, but they're affecting the livelihood of millions of people, How about we take the checks away from the senators and from the people in the House? How about we take away their check for a few days? How about they don't get paid for a few days? Yeah, they took it all. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that nice of them? And we're supposed to have a Supreme Court. We're supposed to have a Supreme Court that looks out for the people. The Supreme Court looks out for us to protect us from the government. And they did nothing. They did freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, which is what's more paramount to this country than freedom of speech? Nah, we're not going to protect that. We're just going to start banning apps. Yeah, that's protecting your speech. We're going to ban that app and that app and that app. And yeah, that's not hindering speech, huh? Yeah, that's for you. That's for you. That's why, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to be a bad guy. But why would I stay in this country after my parents leave? What am I staying here for? Somebody tell me why I would stay here. For what? For the inexpensive food? For the high quality food? For the cheap rent? I mean, in a lot of countries, the internet costs $8. I just got my bill. You know what my internet bill that used to be $20 is now $85 for internet. It used to be $20. And it's not even fiber internet. It's not like it's a fiber line, But now instead of spending $20, I now spend $85. I told that to a guy in China, and he's like, yeah, I pay $8, and I'm sure my speeds are faster than yours. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure they are too. Yeah, you pay $8. Wow. Yeah, $110 for internet is ridiculous. It's crazy. Yeah. That's like, I don't know if you guys remember, but remember when cable was $7? Yeah, you got 25 channels and cable was $7. And they're like, yeah, $7. And like, we got TV for free. Why should we pay $7? Oh, you're going to get so many more channels. It's going to be so much more entertaining. You're going to want to pay the $7. And then it went to $9, and then $11.50, and then $15, and then $18, then $22, then $25. And it just boom, 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 boom. And it never stopped. It just kept going up higher and higher and higher and higher. Oh, God. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. I pay $235 for cable. That's 3 times your payment on Gary Avenue. Mm-hmm. We had a duplex on Gary Avenue that I think your payment was what, $85 a month? Mm-hmm. Yeah, $85 a month. We on Gary Avenue, we had a white duplex that we lived in, 2-story with a basement, and our house payment was $85. Yeah. You keep voting for bigger government. Do you realize it's Republicans too that make government bigger? You act like Republicans make smaller government, and that's not a thing. It's not anything that they do. It wasn't smaller under Nixon. It wasn't smaller under Reagan. It wasn't smaller under Bush. It wasn't smaller under Trump. What are you talking about? Makes sense. Oh yeah, we get to have an 80-year-old president again. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. We again, as the United States, we didn't experience a president in his 80s. Once isn't enough for us. We decided to do it back to back. Back to back, we're going to have an 80-some-year-old man in the White House. Whew, man, how dumb is that? So who do I blame for TikTok? I blame our government. If you didn't notice, Republicans and Democrats all voted for it. They all voted for it. And they didn't listen to their constituents. They just didn't care what TikTok does for us. They didn't care all the things that people, their livelihoods depend on TikTok. The businesses, we have millions of businesses that run on TikTok. And small businesses that have workers, that have people that depend on it. That's my whole point. The government doesn't care. The government only cares about really rich people that give them money to stay in power. That's the American game now. It's rich people paying off our politicians. So, do I want to sit here and fight this in my 60s and 70s and 80s? No. No. I'm telling you right now, have fun. Have fun. Because in a few years, as soon as I turn 70, British Virgin Islands, here I come. Bartending on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, here I come. Playing in the sand, drawing peace signs, that will be me. If you are walking in the British Virgin Islands and you see a peace sign, it was done by me. That's my peace sign that I did.
You know where to find me.
Yeah, you know exactly where to find me. I'll be on a beach in my flip-flops. Doing YouTube. You know, I'll be on YouTube until I die. You know, and then even when I die, I'll have someone take you guys to my funeral to make sure I'm dead. But yeah, I'll be doing YouTube into my 80s, 90s. We're looking outside the USA. Yeah, of course, look outside the USA. Of course. You know, there are a lot better places to live. There are a lot less expensive places to live. A lot less expensive.
They don't have fires either.
Yeah. I will have white linen pants on, drawstring white linen pants, and
Not a muscle shirt.
under the shirt I will. I'll have a muscle shirt, a white one, with an oversized pink top. I'll have a nice white hat, and
Go with your white beard.
I'll have my watch on, and I'll pull my diamond pinky ring out of the safe. I'll start wearing that again. When I turn 70, yeah, I can have my earrings in too, because now I'm going to be at the beach. So I'll put my diamond earrings in and my diamond pinky ring, and I'll be bartending Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, telling all my stories for the next, 20 years, whatever.
As long as God will give you.
As long as God will give me. That's right. That's right.
And your son, where will he be?
My son will be right with me as father. my son will be with me until the end. My son's not going anywhere. You're going to Japan when you're 70? Very smart move. Very smart move. What's going on with African Queen? She's living her life in Africa. She's doing great. My goal is to have Dre make me a drink. The podcast starts in 2 weeks, 2 Mondays from Monday. Yeah, in 2 weeks. Is Clapper working? I have no idea. I'll be giving Tom Cruise vibes. Yeah, I'll be tossing bottles. I can flip bottles. I'm not bad at it. I'm not real good, but I'm not bad at it. You know. I don't know if anybody wants to see a 70-year-old flip bottles.
I got news. You're not going to have time. You're going to be telling stories and you will not get out.
Yeah, I know. I mean, can you imagine the stories I'll have to tell? Oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Well, what a better way to spend your golden years than, at the bar telling your stories. I mean, it's going to be fun.
You don't drink.
Yeah, I don't drink. I don't drink at all. I don't drink a drop. Everybody always wants to buy me a drink, and I'm like, I don't drink. And they're like, you're a bar owner and you don't drink? I'm like, no, not a drop. Only YouTube is working. All right. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, now would be a good time. Now would be a good time to subscribe. Yeah, you watched it go down, huh? I do not own bars anymore. No, I got too old. I still enjoy a waitress from time to time.
Oh, boy.
I meant I enjoy her service.
Yeah.
And
then you get a virgin drink. Yes. I know. You opened your mouth.
Do I think TikTok will be back? Yes. Yeah, I'm making it worse. You're making it worse. Oh. The first club I ever bought was Players, and it had a hot tub in the office. and, and it was so funny because the guys would come back into my office, and they'd be trying to sell me something, and they'd look and they'd go, is that a hot tub over there? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, you get the dancers in the hot tub, huh? I'm like, no, mostly waitresses. And their mouth would be like, huh? Oh, the 80s were fun. What can I say? The 80s were fun. Oh.
You were born in the right year.
Yeah, I was born at the right time, wasn't I? TikTok was bought by Facebook. Yeah, I don't believe that a bit. I wouldn't believe that for a second. Yeah, the 80s were fun, weren't they? Yeah, the 80s were fun. Let's just say
You grew up.
I took full advantage of the 80s.
Yeah.
Yes, I took full advantage. The only thing I ever regret was back in those days, for some reason or other, and no one can explain why, but everybody thought it was a good idea to have a waterbed. And let me assure you, it is the worst idea that there is. A waterbed sucks on a level you can't even understand. It's god awful. And then they tried to make it so, well, we're going to make the waterbed so that you don't think it's a waterbed. We're going to baffle it so much that you don't know it's a waterbed. And it's like, why am I getting a waterbed again?
You got seasick.
Oh, waterbeds were just the worst. They were just the worst.
Never got it.
Oh, they were terrible. They were absolutely terrible. And the guy goes, oh, you can heat the water. Oh my God, once you heated that, oh my God, you used to sweat like a pig in that thing. Oh my God. Oh, they were terrible. They were absolutely terrible.
And then you had to patch them.
Oh my God. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. No easy way to get in and out of bed. No, if you were sleeping with somebody if there were 2 or 3 people in the bed with you, there was no quiet way of getting out. You were going to wake everybody up.
But the wife or the girl was always up.
Yeah. Can we see Mom? Yeah, she's right over there.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, she doesn't have makeup on, so she doesn't want me to show her.
God bless.
She just gave all of you the finger. She went like this.
No, I didn't.
This is a nice audience, Mom. Don't do things like
I
that.
don't do things.
Be nice. Be sweet. Be sweet.
You be sweet. You're my
Are
child.
you an African's queen still? You do realize she lives in Africa, right? I always wonder are you two still together? She's in Africa?
Well, just say that 2 times
Africa?
the embassy is canceled on her.
Yeah, she's been to the embassy twice. Mhm. My mother sounds like a hoot. She is a miserable old woman.
I am a hoot.
She is a miserable, grouchy old woman.
No, I'm not.
That still to this day, I'm 61 years old. I want everybody to know. And if you're not filming this, push the play, push the record button right now. To this day, she still hits me.
Oh,
So
my God.
she has now been hitting me for over 60 years. I want you to think about that.
Oh, my Lord.
How many hits I've had to take from this
You are
woman.
a challenge. You are a challenge.
See, she's admitting it.
No, I said you're a challenge. I didn't say I'm hitting it.
You're denying it?
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, yeah.
I plead the fifth.
I see.
That's what words are.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So if any of you want to call children's services, please do.
Please do.
Yeah, please do.
Please do.
Get this
I would love it.
old woman locked up.
Yeah. Then you'll have Dad all by yourself.
Neptune platform is in beta. Way to go, guys. Work on the music thing. Without the music, Neptune, I hate to break it to you. You got to have the music. That's part of what makes TikTok special, is not just the algorithm, but the music. You got to be able to play the music. Am I going to be here in the morning? Of course. 7 a.m. Good morning, Las Vegas poolside. Will be on YouTube at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, the show goes on. Take down TikTok doesn't. No worries. We got YouTube. No problem. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. Can I play music on YouTube? No. No. If you play music on YouTube, they don't like that. They don't like that. Hey, Julia. Welcome, 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 Julia. Glad to have you along. Your daughter's sweating? I bet. Well, we're all, I mean, I got a lot of good friends that have a lot of good that have a lot of good companies on this platform. So, you hate to see people affected like this, but, again, I'm going to keep wailing away at it because, I'm sorry, our government is a joke, and it's time to stop being nice about it. It's time to start talking out about it. It's time to stop, I don't want to sound anti-American. I don't give a shit. I'm going to say the way it is. Our government is disappointing. Our government sucks. And I don't want to hear blue, red, it doesn't matter. Red or blue doesn't matter. You both suck. If you're blue, you suck. If you're red, you suck. You suck because it's all about rich and poor now. It's not about blue and red. Blue and red, big deal. It's about rich and poor. That's what it's about. Rich and poor. And the rich is the top 1%. So if you ain't in that club, if you're one of the other 99%, yeah, you're getting screwed, and getting screwed big time.
We're paying everything.
Ugh, it's ridiculous. Yep, I have a small home bakery selling her goods right there on TikTok, and now they shut her down. I hate to even see that. I absolutely hate to even see that. That's terrible. What do you do if you're a member on TikTok? Just wait 24 hours. It'll pop right back. As soon as Donald Trump takes office, he's going to put a 90-day stay. So TikTok will come back on Monday.
So they can work on it.
Yeah. TikTok will come back on Monday. They've already announced that, just so you know.
If not Monday, Tuesday for sure.
No, they said they're going to do it. That's the first thing they're doing. So, yeah. Sherry, what's up, Sherry? Yeah, for the next 2 days, we'll be hanging out right here. Yeah, we'll be hanging out right here. So, and then they'll get it together, because do you know how many angry phone calls they're going to get on Monday? Do you have any idea what the senators and the people in the House are going to be getting as far as phone calls and emails for the next? And by the way, if you don't have the email or phone number to your state senator, I suggest you get it. I suggest you get it, yes. Yep, I'm going to be right here. I'm going to be right here. It doesn't matter what ByteDance says. It doesn't matter what they say. I mean, with what I understand, and I'm not going to go into the whole thing, they've kind of figured out ownership, how to do ownership so that it satisfies the law. All they have to do is figure out ownership and do some techniques of moving around. I don't want to give it away, but they're doing things with ownership right now that are going to make it viable for the law. Let's put it that way. So even if they don't sell it, it's still correct according to the law. Every law has a reach around. Every law has a way to, you can work around it. And there is definitely a way to work around the TikTok law. But you just need more time. We need more time to do it. So. Yeah, I don't care if I don't care if Trump gets credit for TikTok or not. Who cares at this point? I don't care who gets credit for it. I just want TikTok back because
I don't want credit for it.
I don't care who gets credit for it. I just want it back because it's really important to a lot of people, and a lot of people will be very hurt. A lot of businesses, a lot of people will go bankrupt without TikTok. So 25% needs to be sold. That is correct. There is a method, Rod, on how to do that and how to work around the law with that ownership. So yes, you are correct.
What is that girl that has the baking that was just going to get her own program too?
Oh, cooking with Kaya.
Yeah.
Cooking with Kaya.
Imagine
Cooking
that.
with Kaya. Yeah, I mean, she's just blowing up, and now, yeah, it's yeah. I guess my daughter will not sleep tonight. It's good to see you too. Yes, I'll be right here tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Absolutely. Good morning, Las Vegas poolside will be right here on YouTube. And by the way, the Drayway is right here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the Drayway.
And podcast.
Yeah, the podcast is coming up in 2 weeks. The podcast is going to be at the Hard Rock. I'm going to be on the second floor of the Hard Rock on Las Vegas Boulevard. I can take a spoon and throw it from where the podcast is onto the Strip. I can take a spoon and throw it. That's how close I am to the Strip. How crazy is that? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. There's some people that are making $10,000, $20,000 a month on TikTok. Some people making more. I'd go poolside, but it's 24. Well, I'm going poolside, and it's going to be 32 degrees tomorrow. It's going to be about 31, 32 tomorrow. And I'm going, good morning, Las Vegas, poolside tomorrow. Yes, yes, yes. What about the get-together? As soon as we have the podcast nailed down, we'll do it at right after that. As soon as the podcast starts, then we'll have the announcement for going to the Stratosphere. Yeah, we're all going to be going to the Stratosphere for the weekend. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be cold tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be cold. When TikTok comes back, I hope your imposters are gone. Yeah, those imposters, they're ripping people off. They're telling people to go to... I had a woman call me today, and she's like, did you get the $2,000 I sent you? And I'm like, what? did I get the $2,000? No. Who are you sending $2,000 to and why? Oh, you said you needed it for your son. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And here it is, Drayton Nay -0855 or something like that. I'm like, I'm just Drayton Nay. There is no Drayton Nay -0588. I don't know who that is.
That's what's wrong with TikTok.
I know, but TikTok never fixes it.
Never.
They never fix it.
That's
They
ridiculous.
never fix it. Look at the weather for Ohio. Wait till you see the weather for Ohio. Yeah, Sunday and Monday. Yeah, it's going to be brutal. Absolutely.
Your sister's going there.
Oh, she's going to Ohio? It's going to be so cold. Good.
Wednesday.
My sister's going to Ohio. I think that's wonderful. I hope it gets down to 0.
Oh, you stop it.
I hope it gets down to 0. I know. Hey guys, thanks for joining me on. I just thought I'd come on and say, hey, it sucks. They kicked us off TikTok. But the good news is I'm going to be right here on YouTube for as long as I have to be. I'm always going to be on YouTube, always, no matter what. So you can always check me out right here on YouTube. Tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, I will be right here at 7 o'clock on the nose. No music, but you'll have little old me. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Yes, good night, good night, good night. We'll see you later. Mom, they said next time don't join. Just keep your mouth shut.
Okay.
It's bad enough that you've abused your son over the years.
Guess
I mean, there's people actually crying.
I'm never gonna.
I mean, there's people that have tears.
That's good.
All because of you.
They enjoy you. Oh, see?
Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you later.